Mic check one, two, three. And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Woodbine Mohawk Park on this April 18th, 2025. Happy Good Friday. Set for today's first of 10 qualifiers. 10 in total here today. We'll have a break halfway through. The first qualifier, we have a field of 6. No changes here. Older pacers to line up. And as they move in behind the gate, here's the field inside out. 1 is Flight Crew with Billy Davis. 2 is Tells on a Roll, Travis Cullen. 3, Wallace Hartley, Tyler Borth. The 4 is Lamborghini Lou, Bob McClure. 5 is Arbitrage Hanover, Doug McNair. And the 6 is Calico Jack Hanover, Tyler Jones. Starting gate to the top of the stretch. This field is 6, picking up speed. Here they come for the first. And they're off and pacing. It's going to be Arbitrage Hanover and McNair who scoot out to the early lead. Following that path will be Lamborghini Lou into second. From the inside, Flight Crew gets away in third as Calico Jack Hanovers to that one's wheel in fourth. Then it's 3 lengths back to Tells on a Roll as that one gets away in fifth. And Wallace Hartley will drop in behind to be the early trailer. But up front here and scooting right along, it's Arbitrage Hanover who takes him to the opening quarter in a sharp 27-3. So off that 27-3 opener, Arbitrage Hanover and McNair are clear. Second is Lamborghini Lou. Back in third is Flight Crew. 2.5 lengths then to Calico Jack Hanover in fourth. Tells on a Roll. It's her season debut qualifier. She's currently back there in fifth, and she is being tailed by Wallace Hartley. No change in order here as they move through the second quarter. Arbitrage Hanover, the 4-year-old, still in control, leads by 1.5 lengths past the midway point in 57 seconds even. Second quarter was paced in 29-2. Arbitrage Hanover onto the far turn. Lamborghini Lou follows in second. Flight Crew, the 9-year-old mare, has been glued to that one's helmet in third. 2 lengths into Calico Jack Hanover in fourth. Tells on a Roll is about 6 or 7 lengths off the lead back in fifth and starting to edge out, and then followed by Wallace Hartley. 3 quarters is coming up next here for Arbitrage Hanover and is by that marker in a time of 1:26 flat. So that was a third quarter in 29 seconds even. They're still single file as they come to the head of the lane. The sprint is on and trying to draw clear. Arbitrage Hanover now on top by 3-4 lengths coming to the 8th pole. Up the inside is Flight Crew trying to get into second from Lamborghini Lou. Calico Jack Hanover behind them. Tells on a Roll opted to stay inside and is 2 lengths in front of Wallace Hartley. But Arbitrage Hanover, check out this performance. Going to stop the clock in 1:52-3. Wins it by open lengths. Qualifier number 2 set to go. The gate's beginning to roll. Scratch number 2, Stovid. We have 3-year-old trotters here, now a field of 7. Inside out, 1 is Green Man's Joy with Brady Legacy. 2 is scratched. 3 is Stormont Full of Life, Brett McDonald. 4 is Miss Universe, Louis Waugh. 5, Shampoo Girl, James McDonald. 6 is Teller's Choice, Tyler Jones. 7 is I Believe in Angels, Travis Cullen. And the 8 is Foxy Amy, Paul McDonnell. A field of 7 for the second qualifier. And here they come. And they're off and trotting. A break at the start for the 5, Shampoo Girl. Coming down the center of the track will be Teller's Choice to strike the early lead. I Believe in Angels from the outside. That one's going to have a decision to make as Miss Universe comes on through the middle. Green Man's Joy is at the rail. Stormont Full of Life will drop in behind that one. Meanwhile, Foxy Amy just taking her time moving down to the inside. Shampoo Girl has reset after the break at the start. The leader is Teller's Choice coming to the opening panel. Second is Miss Universe, 2 lengths back to Green Man's Joy in third, 32 and 2. So it was a bit of a crawl through that opening split, and it's Teller's Choice, the leader. Miss Universe in second, Green Man's Joy in third, back to Stormont Full of Life in fourth. Then I Believe in Angels ended up having to take to fifth, 2 lengths in front of Foxy Amy sixth, and seventh is Shampoo Girl. Nothing happening here in the second quarter in terms of a change of order, and we will watch Teller's Choice, this daughter of the bank, fourth in last year's super final. She's up front, second qualifier of the season, and she's by the half in 103 and 1. So they went the second quarter there in 30 and 2. A break at the back once again for the 5, Shampoo Girl. Meanwhile, Teller's Choice has the lead by 2.5 lengths. Off stride went the 3, Stormont Full of Life. In second continues to be Miss Universe. Third is Green Man's Joy. Then in fourth, that is I Believe in Angels. Off stride in fifth went Foxy Amy. So as we come to 3 quarters here, we have another breaker. Off stride went the 4, Miss Universe, as that one jumps it off just by 3 quarters. 132 and 4 was the time here, so a rough go for many of them. 3 remain. It's still Teller's Choice, the leader. In a second is Green Man's Joy, and I Believe in Angels is there in third. So Teller's Choice is trying to go gate to wire, still leads it by 2.5 lengths. Green Man's Joy finishing up in second, making up a little ground late, but will finish a couple lengths back to Teller's Choice. Green Man's Joy was second, and third was I Believe in Angels, 201 and 3. Yeah, I only had 3 that were clean. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, 3/4 I missed. Okay. I'll be right back.
Yep, no worries.
You know that feed's starting to get a little
Yeah.
glitchy. We're either going to try to get it next race or do it at the break because it's.
What? Yeah. What causes that?
We don't know.
Yeah.
We have no clue because it was fine when we started.
Yeah. Now it's way more glitchier than before. But before it was like you just would see it every once in a while. Yeah.
And now it's like almost every like 2
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah. Qualifier number 3 up next. Take out the number 2 Super Puncher. Leaves us with a field of 7. Inside out, 1 is Steal Away Hanover, James McDonald. 2 is out. 3 is Made Right, Phil Houdon. 4 is Regal Duke, Daryl Thiessen. 5 is Left on Reed, Travis Henry. 6 Invincible Hanover, Tyler Jones. 7 is Belmont Blazer, Travis Cullen. And the 8 is THKC Crunch, Jody Jameson. Field of 7 for today's 3rd qualifier. And do note, ladies and gentlemen, we are aware there's a little bit of a technical glitch right now with our feed. Working to fix that. But set to go now for the 3rd qualifier. They're off and pacing, and to the inside, Made Right gets to step forward. From the outside is Belmont Blazer. In the center of the track is the debuter Regal Duke. To that one's outside is Invincible Hanover getting away in 4th. Then it's going to be THKC Crunch in front of Steal Away Hanover, and Left on Red will be the last one as the field drives into the first turn. So making it out to the top is Belmont Blazer here for Cullen, up top by a length and a half. In second is Made Right, the opening panel here in 30 seconds flat. So it's Belmont Blazer on the lead, gets a little bit of encouragement to keep on moving right along, and by doing so, leads it by 2 lengths as they straighten into the backstretch. Made Right is in second. Third then is Regal Duke. Spotted in 4th is Invincible Hanover. 5th up the backstretch is THKC Crunch. Then we go back to Steal Away Hanover, and Left on Red is the trailer in 7th. They're moving through the second quarter, and they follow the 3-year-old son of Big Jim, Belmont Blazer. It's Belmont Blazer, the leader by 2, by the half in a minute and a 5th. So they went just a tad slower in the second quarter. After a 30-second opener, that second panel was in 30 and 1. Belmont Blazer continuing to show the way and opens up a 3-length advantage here on Made Right in second. Third then is Regal Duke. 4th is Invincible Hanover. 5th around the turn is THKC Crunch. Then to Steal Away Hanover in 6th, and 7th continues to be Left on Red. We get a little bit of movement mid-pack now as Invincible Hanover moved out from 4th, providing cover for THKC Crunch, but the 3/4 clocking was 129 and 1, and clear on the lead, it is Belmont Blazer. So Belmont Blazer got away on them there at the 3/4 pole and leads it by 6-7 lengths as they have an 1/8 of a mile to go. Invincible Hanover's on the outside into second. Now flipping off cover is THKC Crunch, as that one will look to kick home strong. Made Right's at the inside 4th, and Regal Duke back in 5th. It's all Belmont Blazer. THKC Crunch with a good final quarter was second. Then third was Invincible Hanover. The time was 1:57 flat. Qualifier number 4, the horses are lining up. Take out the number 2, Devil's Arch. Gate picking up speed, and here they come for the 4th. And they're off and trotting. It's going to be Goober Smack, who is the quickest away. To that one's outside HP Run Director, landing on time to get away in 3rd. From the rail, Serenity Cruise in 4th, and 5th is Look at Me Go Amigo. So making the front was Goober Smack, as dropping into the deuce will be HP Run Director. Landing on time is racing in 3rd. 4th is Serenity Cruise, and Look at Me Go Amigo will round things out. To the opening quarter they trot, and that opening panel was 30-4. It's courtesy of Goober Smack. Tyler Borth has this one out on the lead by 2. So this 4-year-old son of Flanagan Memory has that 2.5 length advantage going through the second quarter. In second is HP Run Director. That one's second consecutive qualifier. 2 lengths back to Landing on Time. This 3-year-old son of Tactical Landing. Then in 4th is Serenity Cruise. And 5th is Look at Me Go Amigo. Nothing changed here in the second quarter. And they're by the half in a time of 1 minute and 3/5. Second quarter, they picked it up there, 29-4. It is still Goober Smack, the leader by 2. HP Run Director, a qualifying winner last week, gets a 2-hole ride today. Right behind that one is Landing on Time in his first qualifier of the season, but he went off stride in 3rd. Off stride went Landing on Time. So that's going to see Serenity Cruise move up a spot, and so too will Look at Me Go Amigo. Goober Smack has called the shots and is by 3/4 in 129-4. Turning for home off a 29 1/3 quarter. Goober Smack leads it by a pair. HP Run Director in second. Serenity Cruise in 3rd. Look at Me Go Amigo back in 4th, and resetting after the final turn break is Landing on Time. It is still Goober Smack leading it by a couple of lengths, and Goober Smack will go all the way in today's 4th qualifier. Finishing second was HP Run Director. Serenity Cruise was 3rd, and Look at Me Go Amigo was 4th. The time 1:57-4. Fifth qualifier of the day is getting set to go as these older pacers are lining up. We're going to scratch number 5, Adore Him. Inside out, 1 is Mending Fences, Anthony Hahn. 2 is Artie's Money, Billy Davis. 3, Dangerous Curves, Phil Houdon. 4 is DA Captain Obvious, Des DeCoeur. 5 is out, 6 is Katie's Bet. The driver will be Tyler Jones, and the 7 is Franco Santana with Louis Waugh. Gate picks up speed. Here they come for the 5th. And they're off and pacing. It's going to see Dangerous Curves. And from the outside, Franco Santana, the quickest away in the opening 8th. Behind them is going to be DA Captain Obvious. Mending Fences just holds ground from that rail starting spot, and she'll end up in 3rd. So DA Captain Obvious will drop in behind 4th. Getting away 5th was Artie's Money, and Katie's Bet will be at the rear of the field. So Franco Santana from the outside makes it out to the lead. The opening quarter was 28-4. Franco Santana and Louis Waugh clear by a couple of lengths. So in the North America debut for Franco Santana, the import from New Zealand is out in front by a couple of lengths, but about to contend with Artie's Money as that 5-year-old mare makes a big second quarter rush to the lead. So Artie's Money sweeps on by and makes it to the top, well ahead of the half. That'll put Franco Santana back in 2nd. 3rd is Dangerous Curves. 4th then is Mending Fences. Back to DA Captain Obvious and Katie's Bet. The half was 58-1. Artie's Money is out in front. This 5-year-old mare, also an import from New Zealand. This is her 3rd qualifier, and she leads it now by 3 lengths as they make their way around the far turn. Franco Santana still there in 2nd. Dangerous Curves is 3rd. Mending Fence is 4th, followed then by DA Captain Obvious and 2 more lengths to Katie's Bet. Approaching 3 quarters, Artie's Money is by that marker in 126-4. That was a 3rd quarter in 28-3, and Artie's Money straightens out for home. Franco Santana needs to make up a couple of lengths, wanting to potentially regain the lead. Those two start to get a little separation on Dangerous Curves back in 3rd. Mending Fences comes to the outside, looking to overtake that spot, and Katie's Bet from the back finishing up strong, but it's going to be Artie's Money. That big second quarter brush to the top, the winning move, takes it by a little more than a length and a half. Franco Santana was 2nd, Mending Fences 3rd, Katie's Bet 4th, 154-1. Qualifier number 6 as we resume with today's action, getting set to go. Field of 8 lining up. 6 Fireflies and Thunder looking to catch back up to the gate. Inside out, Angelic, Hellion, Artful Dodger, HP Lucas, Seasonal, Fireflies and Thunder, Kanagami Matt, and Happy Angel. Gate picking up speed. Here they come. And they're off and trotting in qualifier number 6, and it's going to be a pretty even beginning through the center. Quick break was made there by the 2 Hellion, but that one quickly back on stride. Coming through the middle is HP Lucas, contending with Fireflies and Thunder, who is going to rush up on the outside to go out to the early lead. Seasonal is going to come across there, land in third in front of Angelic in fourth. Artful Dodger is in fifth. Hellion is sixth, and then we will go towards the back of the pack where we will find Happy Angel in front of Kanagami Matt. 30-2 was the opening quarter, and after that 30-2 opening split, Fireflies and Thunder is the leader. First qualifier of the career for this 3-year-old colt by muscle mass, up top by a length and a half. HP Lucas races in second. Seasonals right behind that one in third. Fourth then is going to be Angelic. Fifth is Artful Dodger. Hellion's been a bit of a handful there on the outside, sixth. Then it is Happy Angel seventh. Kanagami Matt rounds things out. They're nearing the midway point. Fireflies and Thunder and Doug McNair are by the half in 101 and 1. And they make their way now to the far turn. Gonna have a little bit of pressure coming on the outside shortly for the leader, as here comes Hellion advancing for Jameson. In the pocket spot, that is HP Lucas. Inside fourth is Seasonal. Here on the outside comes Kanagami Matt as that one moves from the back of the pack. Then we go back to Angelic, who is followed by Artful Dodger, and the last one's Happy Angel. Hellion on the outside has a short lead as Fireflies and Thunder will battle back at the inside. They're on even terms by 3/4 in 131 and 2. And as they spin for home, off stride went Hellion. Fireflies and Thunder left with the lead here, up top by 2. It is HP Lucas on the outside there in second. Kanagami Matt's right behind that one. Inside is Seasonal. Artful Dodger on the far outside. Angelic at the rail. Fireflies and Thunder, though, still looks good. They're not getting any closer. Fireflies and Thunder. HP Lucas on the outside comes Artful Dodger for third. And fourth was Seasonal. Fireflies and Thunder in 2 minutes and a fifth. Qualifier number 7, Inside Out, Blue Bar, with Travis Cullen, Blazing Cruiser, Phil Houdon. 5th and 5, Jody Jameson, Southwind Judge, James McDonald, Coastline, Scott Young, Courts on Fire, Doug McNair, Devil's Wish, Jonathan Drury, and Sobel Wilson, Bob McClure. And they're off in pacing in qualifier number 7. Sobel Wilson's going to fire from the far outside. Showing early speed was Southwind Judge. Courts on Fire down the middle. 5th and 5. Gets over to the inside 4th in front of Blazing Cruiser 5th and Blue Bar 6th. 7th will be Coastline, and the early trailer 8th will be Devil's Wish. Hitting the first turn with Sobel Wilson out in front, and this son of better than Cheddar leads by a length and a half. Southwind Judge is in second. Their third is Courts on Fire. 30 seconds flat was the opening panel, and they'll move to the backstretch. They follow Sobel Wilson. In second, Southwind Judge. Courts on Fire now moves out from third and is going to make a brush to the lead. It'll be 5th and 5. Watching from in fourth, 3.5 lengths back to Blazing Cruiser 5th. 6th then is Blue Bar 7th. Up the backstretch is Coastline, and the trailer's Devil's Wish. So through this second quarter, it's Courts on Fire who works up to the lead. First qualifier of the season for this son of courtly choice, and it's by the half in 59 seconds flat. So making it to the top is Courts on Fire. Last year's New York Sire Stakes champion is the leader here as they go around the far turn. In second is Sobel Wilson. Third continues to be Southwind Judge. Fourth is 5th and 5. 2 lengths to Blazing Cruiser. Another pair to Blue Bar. Then it is Coastline, and the last one is Devil Wish. Single file to 3/4. Courts on Fire fronts them by that marker in 127 and 4. That was 28 and 4 in the third quarter. Courts on Fire swings for home. In second is Sobel Wilson. Southwind Judge in third. 5th and 5 in the season debut. Stays behind that rival in fourth. So Courts on Fire still the leader. Has a couple lengths of separation on Sobel Wilson. Southwind Judge 5th and 5 staying in behind. So they're going to line up right towards the wire. Courts on Fire takes it from Sobel Wilson, Southwind Judge in 5th and 5, 154 and 3, 26 and 4 home for Courts on Fire. Qualifier number 8 getting set to go. A field of 8 to line up. 3-year-old trotters, no changes. 1 is Not Passable, Jody Jameson. 2 is Sprite Sealster, Tyler Borth. The 3 is Sassy and Sweet with Eddie Green. 4 is Sweet Swirl, Bob McClure. 5 is Cousin Halifax, Louis Waugh. 6 is Gaslight Hall, James McDonald. 7, The Governor, Michael Whalen. And the 8, French Vodka, Chris Christoforou. Trotters to the top of the stretch for qualifier number 8. Here they come. And they're off and trotting. Cousin Halifax gets the first call. Away quickly for Waugh. Sassy and Sweet also had some early speed. On the far outside is the Governor and French Vodka. Away from the rail was Not Passable in mid-pack as Sweet Swirl will tuck in front of Sprite Sealster, and Gaslight Hall takes to the rear. Out in front is Cousin Halifax here, and this one was certainly ready to go as Cousin Halifax has strided out to a 3-4 length lead coming to the opening quarter. French Vodka works in front of Sassy and Sweet to get in there to second and will close the gap. 29-4 was the opening quarter. Trotter straighten into the backstretch here, and they are being fronted by Cousin Halifax, a 4-time winner from 7 starts in his rookie campaign, and this is his first appearance of 2025. He's a 2-length leader right now on French Vodka, as Sassy and Sweet is on the helmet in third, followed closely by Not Passable. Behind that one is the Governor, who is tracked by Sweet Swirl. Second from last, Sprite Sealster. The final one to check in with is Gaslight Hall. Getting a little separation up front is Cousin Halifax, up top by 3.5 by the midway point in 1 minute and 4/5. 31 seconds, second quarter there, and hitting into the far turn, it is still Cousin Halifax. So got that 3-length lead. Now it's down to 2 once again as French Vodka got a little bit closer. Sassy and Sweet continues to look good there in third, in front of Not Passable in fourth. The Governor is about 6 lengths from the lead in fifth. Out from fourth comes Not Passable there for Jameson. Makes the first move. Meanwhile, let's go back to Sweet Swirl in 6th, Sprite Sealster 7th, and Gaslight Hall is 8th. 1:31.3 was the 3-quarter time. Cousin Halifax brought them this far. Not Passable on the outside is starting to range up and is nearly on even terms. Looking to split on through will be French Vodka, the Governor in 4th. Sprite Sealster is rallying, so it's still Cousin Halifax with the lead. Not Passable on the outside, trying to get there. Cousin Halifax, Not Passable on the outside, might have got there. Photo finish with Cousin Halifax. French Vodka was third. Fourth was Sprite Sealster. 1:59.3. Ninth qualifier of the day, scratch the 1 and the 3. Brings us down to a field of 6. 3-year-old Pacers. 2 is Ava Seelster with Des Tukur. The 4 is Stone Sawyer, James McDonald. 5, Rockabye Baby, Scott Young. 6 is Tricky Wicky, Jody Jameson. 7, Barb Leahy, Louis Waugh. And the 8, Aloha Summer, Billy Davis. Off stride is the number 8, Aloha Summer. The others are Offhand Pacing, and Tricky Wicky is going to step out to the early lead. Getting away in second will be Stone Sawyer. Then it's Ava Seelster in third as Barb Leahy gets in front of Rockabye Baby, and resetting after the break at the start, Aloha Summer will try and catch on up. Scooting into the first turn, Tricky Wicky for Jameson, the clear leader. In second, Stone Sawyer. Then in third is Ava Seelster. The opening panel paced in 29 and 3, and that was courtesy of Tricky Wicky. Tricky Wicky, the son of McWicked, or daughter of McWicked, I should say, up top by a couple of lengths. In second is Stone Sawyer. Then in third is Ava Seelster. Fourth is Barb Leahy. Fifth is Rockabye Baby, and well back to Aloha Summer. Tricky Wicky still leading the charge here. Nothing's going to change in the second quarter. She is clear by a little more than a length and a half from Stone Sawyer in second. 2 lengths back to Ava Seelster in third. They're by the half in a time of a minute flat. So they went the second quarter in 30 and 2, and making their way onto the far turn. Again, not much activity here as they just continue to cruise along. Tricky Wicky opens up 2.5, 3 lengths now on Stone Sawyer. Then in third is Ava Seelster. Fourth is Barb Leahy. A few lengths back to Rockabye Baby, and Aloha Summer is the trailer. A 3-length lead to 3/4 here for Tricky Wicky. 4 for 8 in her rookie season, and she's by 3/4 in 1:29. Third quarter, 29 seconds flat. Tricky Wicky trying to close it out. Stone Sawyer is in second. Third continues to be Ava Seelster. Barb Leahy is fourth. And back in fifth is Rockabye Baby. And again, nothing changing here as it looks like it's going to be Tricky Wicky going all the way. Tricky Wicky, she'll win it by about 3. Second was Stone Sawyer. Then third, Ava Seelster. Barb Leahy and Rockabye Baby. 156 and 4, 27 and 4 kicker for Tricky Wicky. Final qualifier today, getting set to go. Qualifier number 10. Field of 6, 3-year-old Pacers here. Inside out. 1 is Out of This World Dale with Louis Waugh. 2 is All-Star Willow, Matt Dupuis. 3 is Pick Me Up Hanover, Doug McNair. 4, Wicked Pace, Jody Jameson. 5, Nice Buns, Jonathan Drury. And the 6, Au Jus Hanover, James McDonald. Next qualifiers here at Mohawk will come up on Monday morning. That is the 21st of April, 9:30 start time. Live racing coming up tonight and tomorrow, your Friday, Saturday here at Mohawk Park. First race post time, 6:35. Gates in motion. Here they come for the 10th. And they're off and pacing. And we're going to see Au Jus Hanover from the outside, who is stepping forward. Pick Me Up Hanover is going to get away in second. Wicked Pace just slips over to the rail to get away in third. As Nice Buns then will be able to drop in fourth in front of Out of This World Deo fifth. And the early trailer sixth will be All-Star Willow. It's Au Jus Hanover to lead them to the opening quarter. This daughter of Stay Hungry up top by a couple of lengths through an opening panel of 29-4. Au Jus Hanover fronts the field of 6 as they move to the backstretch. Pick Me Up Hanover is in second. Last year's grassroots final winner is going to look to close the gap there as they're moving right along here in this second split. Wicked Pace is there in third, the O'Brien Award finalist. Then in fourth is Nice Buns. Fifth is Out of This World Deo, and the trailer's All-Star Willow. Au Jus Hanover by the midway point in a time of 59 seconds flat. Second quarter in 29-1. Their Pacers head to the far turn, and Au Jus Hanover still a loose leader up top by 4, nearly 5 lengths. On Pick Me Up Hanover in second. Third is Wicked Pace. Then in fourth is Nice Buns, 2 lengths to Out of This World Dale. The last one is All-Star Willow. Au Jus Hanover is still up top here by 5, coming to 3 quarters, and we'll reach that station in 1:26-2, 27-2, third quarter there. Au Jus Hanover took off on the final turn. Pick Me Up Hanover in second. Wicked Pace behind that one third. Here's Nice Bun starting to angle out fourth. Out of This World Dale back in fifth. It's Au Jus Hanover nearly home. Pick Me Up Hanover in second. Wicked Pace third. Nice Buns in fourth. Good looking 3-year-old fillies here come through the wire with Au Jus Hanover winning it in a time of 1:53-4.